Let's play Blue Bossa. Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm doing this Blue Bossa full guide. So excited, I love this tune, it's amazing. Actually, it's a really good tune. It's one tune that I started playing. I remember this is like the first tune I learned, I think. This is the first official jazz tune I learned. It just hit me now. It is, and I think it is for most people. Am I right? I think most people, this is their first standard. But the thing is, it's like almost one of these standards that like people kind of don't want to play today because it's like, oh no, it's a beginner standard. Like, it's so good. Like, and that's also one thing. Like, don't care about people saying it's a beginner standard. It's a really nice tune. It's amazing. I love this tune. It has minor chords. It has minor 2-5-1s. It's like, it's sexy. Come on, it's amazing. So, yeah, let's get into learning this tune. I'm going to go through like what we need to do to really learn this tune in and out, to get to know it good and to be able to, thrive with it and basically write it down in our repertoire list, because we have a repertoire list, right? It's a good thing. So maybe you even know the tune right now. Maybe you've played this tune 100 times, but you want to get into more like, you want to get back to it, get back to the roots. So let's try debunking this tune. Let's try like, what's it called? Like as surgeon people do when they open up a body. Let's do that to this tune. What's that called? It's called dissipating, something like that. Let's do that with this tune. Okay, let's go. Let's see what I have in my slide. Step 1, melody. Make the melody your babe. Okay? Make the melody your babe. Have you ever thought of that? To make the melody your babe. Like, what does that mean? Well, it makes total sense, actually. It means that it's your babe. So you know it in and out, okay? You know it in multiple positions. So that's really important to know it in multiple positions. Why is that important, you might ask? Well, if you have it in multiple positions, that means wherever you are on the guitar, when you're playing it live, you will be able to like always have the melody under your fingers. You don't want to have it in one position. And most people, myself included, learn stuff in one position and they call it a day. Okay, that's not enough. We want to know it in all positions. Because if we know the melody everywhere on the guitar, well then you know basically 90% of the tune now, because you can play the melody everywhere. So you basically have the framework to how you're going to improvise also, okay? It's amazing to know it in all positions. To describe the melody from, I wrote transcribe melody, transcribe from recording, but that actually means transcribe from a recording that you like, okay? I know people are like, listen to the original recording because do that. But if you don't like the original recording, there's no point in just listening to it, okay? Listen and transcribe the melody from a recording you like, in my opinion. Because if you don't do that, then it's not going to stick anyway, okay? Might as well listen to something you like and learn it from there, okay? I know people have controversial opinions about this. No, it has to be from the original recording. I don't care about that, okay? I just want to play stuff that I like, okay? And if you don't like the stuff you're learning, well, then good luck having fun playing music. That's the only thing I'm saying here. Figure out the chords based on the melody. That's a really good thing, which I also learned later in my jazz life. So basically, learning the melody first and then figuring out the chords based on the melody, that's a really good thing. So let's go into the melody a little. So basically, if I would just put the melody on from a recording which I really like. This is Joe Henderson. First part. That's how they play it. You don't have to play it like that staccato, but they do it. So they do it. And you could also play it like, I know many people do it more like they play the notes out. They like more lean into the notes more and do it like. So you can find your own way of, I don't know, I don't think there's like a right way of playing this tune in like, oh, it has to be that note, what's it called? It has to be that note value. So just those are the notes, and what we can realize here is that has so much information, okay? So the first part of the melody is like, that's like so much. I'm not even gonna, I was like, can you guess the chord? But it's like so much, it's so much C minor that we don't even have to. So it's like, you have the fifth. It's like just going down a C minor scale. It's so much C minor, it's like almost like you start crying because it's so minor. F minor. So it goes to the third of F minor. That's also nice to like, to play the chord like. And instead of playing just like that, try to like find the chord, like play the root like that, and just like, okay, that's the sound of that is, this song is about the third. I really like to sit like that, just like really take my time, like. So what I did there was I did C minor. Here, I did the C7. Why does that work? Well, it's a dominant to the next chord, which is F minor. Okay? So this is like, I could sit like this for a while and just like see what this has to offer. Okay? You see? That was just minor triads. So I played C minor here. And then I tried to like find a nice voicing. That's just a C minor triad, but in its, what's it called, the second inversion from the third. So you have the third, fifth, root. So and then it goes to the third of F minor, which we realize here, right? So you can just, okay, the third of the F is here, third is there, right? So we just go. And then you do the same thing. So you go C minor triad, F minor triad. Okay. So this is really beneficial to sit with this tune, take the first bar and just like see what you can come up with, you know, just sit with it, because this is like what it's about. This is really fun, okay? This process of learning a tune is supposed to be fun, okay? So if you're not having fun, then there's something wrong. And you can have fun whilst learning it in and out. Like you're literally learning it in the best way possible when you're just having fun, because you're like, you're sitting with it, you're taking your time. You can't feel stressed learning a tune, okay? That's also a thing. Don't just learn a tune in 1 week. And don't be that guy that's like, oh, I'm gonna learn 10 tunes just don't be stressed. Because if you're stressed, let's be honest, what do you think will happen? Will you learn the tune? You want to learn the tune, okay? You want to be able to play the intro to a tune. And if you play it like... Okay. So that's basically a really good thing. So sitting with the tune is like a very beneficial thing. So just sit with it, take your time, don't be stressed. Okay, now we've established that. Let's go through the next part. So we got okay, wherever you want to play it. And then we go D minor 7 flat 5. Okay. You see how that's also like a... It's just following that same thing. You know this voicing? Play like... Lands there, which is the flat 9 of... No, the sharp 9 of G. Okay, sharp 9 of G7, so it goes 2 5 1, D minor 7 flat 5. Back to C minor, so it lands on the 5th of C minor. Okay, so that's amazing. So it goes, and I really love to do that. How would you play this voicing? Okay, so let's play from the beginning. So we got keep that note. Okay. So okay, let's play it with Joe Henderson. Actually, let's play through to the backing track. Okay, So that's basically the first part. So C minor goes to F minor. G7, D minor 7, G7 to C minor. Da 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 da. So that's the next part, right? Okay. So what happens there? It's the same thing. Like the tune is literally the same lick, just transposed. The beginning is like, and then that ending is like, and then the next part is literally the wait. Okay, it's not. It's. So it's the same. Okay, so it goes. So it's the same thing. You start from here. I'd say start from here. This is in the same C minor area. You want to keep it dense in the beginning before we kind of go horizontal and stuff. So you have and then this note is still there. Okay, so you're just going down a scale. A major scale. What major scale is that? That's a good question to ask yourself. Okay, so okay, that's an A flat. So and you might ask, but so it has to be in A flat. Actually, no, it's not in A flat. Because that would sound really weird if it was sorry. It sounds a little too much inside. So what we do here is we're gonna play this scale over. All of a sudden it sounds better. I think, at least. So okay. So it starts on E flat minor 7. You have the root as the melody, okay? E flat here. A flat 7. Third of D flat. Okay. Okay. So you land on the third of D flat. So you go. Okay. So E flat minor 7, A flat 7, D flat major 7. That's the next part. So Okay, so that's the next part. 2 5 1 in D flat major. Okay, so now we have C minor, F minor, D minor 7 5 5, ba ba. I'm just trying to find a way of playing this. How would you play this voicing? Just like maybe. So G7, C minor, da bum, da bum, ba, E flat minor 7, A flat 7, to D flat major 7. Okay, so that's the whole first part, and then the last part is just da ba 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 ba. Okay, so that's the whole tune. Wait. Ba. Okay, so that's the last part. So let's do it from the E flat, or if you want to do it from here. Okay, so that's basically the whole melody. Okay, so that's basically, did it go too fast or did you get it? You see how actually, like what I'm trying to actually, you can get the melody by yourself, but what I want you to do is to sit with the chord and just like, you see how I try to like actually, I try to unlock the tune through realizing what chord tone it is. That's the fifth, that's the root, and that's the seventh, third. So every melody note has it's a chord tone, okay? Whichever standard you play, the melody note will always be a chord tone. Realize those chord tones, and now you have, like, if you think about what the chord tone is while you're playing, that will really help you. So really sit like that. Because then if you know that's the root, and you know that's the root, then you know that's the root, then you're starting to get free in unlocking the tune. Okay? Okay, so that's a really good thing to start doing. You will start seeing this maze a little better, because you will start like, okay, so it's good to really ask those questions, to really like, oh, that's the first phrase. Let me play that there. start asking those questions, start to like see the, like take a phrase, play it, take one part of the melody, try to play it everywhere, okay? And then you'll start unlocking the tune, and you'll start getting to know the tune, and like, yeah, it's a really good thing. Let's see where we are now. We've basically done this now, and like a little, it's like, yeah, you transcribe from the recording the melody, you figure out the chords based on the melody, which we've done right now, and you can always go back, you can always like take your time, pause the video, take your time, do it, or you just watch the video to the end, and then you go get to work after that, okay? So step 2, comp like a G, stand up for your playing, okay? So what I feel like is comping like a G is standing up for your playing. That's like saying, this is me, okay? I like to play like this, and I stand for that, okay? That's really important. I feel like you don't need hip voicings to swing. That's really important thing. Like, I feel when I've studied like Peter Bernstein and other people, I usually see that you're not playing difficult voicings, but they swing as hell. So playing hip voicings isn't the key, okay? That's not what's going to make you sound good necessarily. Playing easy voicings and making that swing, and that's the key here, okay? Focus on making it swing before adding a bunch of chords, okay? Practice to a recording or with real people, okay? So grab the easy voicings, easy, okay? They're just voicings. These are like the normal ones. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna try to swing, okay, to the backing track. See? Okay, I don't know. I just think that's fun, okay? And I just feel like I'm dancing, okay? It's not about playing the hippest things. It's not about me playing the right notes, okay? You saw that I fucked up there. I was like... But I was trying stuff, and it's fun. It doesn't have to be. Remember, this is dance music, okay? Jazz is dance music. So you have to, like, swing with it. If I'm sitting here telling you, focus on making it swing, that's not telling you what style you have, because you can still play hip voicing and make it swing. But it's just about getting that feeling of like, almost like dancing, because that's what it is. You're comping, it's like, it's rhythm, it's literally what makes us, it's inside of our bodies to want to move when we hear that, okay? So that's like the mindset I want you to have with comping. And that's what it is, comping like a G. That's basically believe in yourself. You see how I just played, I just fucked up at the E flat. I didn't know what happened there, but it's just, I don't, like, why would I care about that? Like, why would I want to be an AI robot playing? Like, why would I want to do that? There's no reason for that. Okay? Stand for what you're doing. Because if you're not standing for yourself, like standing up for yourself, this actually applies to life too. But like standing up for the way you play is super important if you want to like make great music with great people and feeling like you gave it your all. Because nobody cares if you play one wrong note. Besides, you're like in your mind right now, you actually care when you play wrong. Like you're like, oh, I played wrong. Oh no, those guys will never play with me again. Oh my god. I like, you know, that I know that happens because that happened to me so much. But it's like if you're just having fun and treating it like, yeah, let's dance together, then you're fine. Okay? Then nobody's gonna like deny that you're having fun, okay? And that's the important part here. And so, I mean, that's what I have to say about like that's where you want to get to, okay? So that means you have to actually work on your mental health to stop caring about what other people think, because you right now you're like you might be like trapped in this way of playing that is for other people. So I'd say work on that. And actually start play the voicings that aren't difficult, like the voicings that are easy for you to grab, and then okay, one thing is really important. That's listen to great compers. And for me, great compers are one type of jazz, one type of one like and a group of guys. For you, it's not going to be the same people. So I can't sit here and say who you're going to listen to, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that, like, oh, listen to this recording, listen to this. Bro, you got to go listen to the stuff you like, and that's it. Like, it sounds cliche, but it's true. Like, are you really if you feel like you have to listen to certain stuff, then it's just like, it's bullshit, okay? That's just playing for other people then. That's listening to music. Like, listening to music is literally something you do for yourself. Why would you do that because someone else told you to listen to that album? So listen, what I'm trying to say here is try to find people that comp really good. For me, that's Peter Bernstein, because this is the way he would comp. He would do like those kind of stuff. Like, he would do that kind of stuff. And that influenced me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, do this thing, play this voicing. Like, I can do that, but the real progress is in listening a lot to the people you really love to listen to. Okay? And then surrendering to that process of making it come into your playing, because you will start getting interested in what they're doing, right? And now all of a sudden you're like emulating that, and you're realizing why they sound so good is because they're just dancing. Okay? Because this is what this music wants from you. It wants you to dance. So does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense. Okay. So that's what I have to say about comping, okay? Let's go to the next part. Now we practice playing over the tune. Okay? So now we're into like, okay, how do we solo over this? Because that's a really important part. Okay? This is the fun part. So now we do that. After we've done the melody, we know we know how to comp. Okay? So now you have all the things we've done now, like the melody and comping. That's the only thing you need to be able to play over the tune. Like, now you basically now it's so easy to play over the tune, because you don't need so many things, because you have the things inside your head. You have the chords, you have the melody. So you have like 90% of the tune. 10% is just, okay, now you just play some notes that sound good. You play some notes that, yeah, literally sound good over the tune, and wow, you're improvising now. Okay, so the system we're gonna use minor conversion, we're gonna use a bebop exercise, and we're gonna transcribe one phrase and apply it. Okay, so minor conversion, in this case, what arpeggios? Okay, in my sense, this is in minor. We don't have to do that much minor conversion. But like, I'd say do the other way around. So do, in this case, you could do major conversion. What major arpeggio would work over this? C minor. If you go up a third, you have the relative major, okay? Which is E flat major, okay? So we're gonna do a E flat major 7 arpeggio. That will really help us in our improvisation. Now, do you know the major 7 arpeggio up and down horizontally? Practice that. Practice this. Okay? And then you go up here to the 10th fret of the A string. And then you do a G minor triad. So you do. Practice this. And then you do the same thing basically. Okay? And then when you're here, now you can do other stuff. Okay, so it's basically an E flat major arpeggio. So okay, F minor, that will be going up a third. So what's that? A flat, okay? So same applies here. F minor going up a third, you got the relative major arpeggio. You got an A flat major 7 arpeggio. So you can do that same thing from here. Okay? This is like the key to sounding bebop, okay? Okay, so this is the minor conversion style of Pat Martino, which is amazing. It was the book Linear Expressions that got me even close to playing jazz lines. So this is like, it's a really nice thing. If you can learn major 7 lines, then you'll be fine. Because imagine playing, I'm just gonna play an A flat major 7 line, okay? Over F minor. Okay? So they're so related. So that's the thinking I want you to grab, okay? Minor chord, go up a third, play major 7. Okay? Because then you can also get away with playing the scale up and down, you know? Because it's not, if you would do that over an E flat, that would be quite boring because it's like you already have the E flat. But when you're playing that, you're implying something else when you're playing. Okay, so practice that. Okay, so you go, when you have a minor chord, you go up a third, you play major 7 from there. Okay. Okay, so what do you do over D minor 7 flat 5? You go up a third here too. And now you play minor, okay? But the thing is, if you go up a third, you go to minor, you play minor from here, okay? Minor Dorian. Oh. You see how that works good? But if you want to play major, you can do that too. You just go up a tritone. So you got A flat, because since F minor is A flat, that means you can play D minor 7 flat 5. You can play A flat major 7 over D minor 7 flat 5 too. So that makes it really cool. You see, it fits like a glove. So you see how it's like okay, so basically go up a tritone, play major. Or you go up a third from the minor 7 flat 5 now. You're going up a third, you can play minor from there. Or you go up a tritone, you play major from there. Okay? These are the hacks that the greats use, okay? These are the hacks that will make you sound melodic, okay? I'm telling you, like, you're not gonna sound melodic playing a Locrian over this. Maybe some people do, but you know, like, people who use melodic stuff, people who play bebop, are thinking like this, okay? Monk did it, Charlie Parker did it, everybody are thinking, they're implying other stuff, okay? So that's the key to getting good at improvising, to literally imply other stuff, okay? If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense and I'm not going by too quick. So bebop exercise. So I'd say if you want to do a bebop exercise over this, okay, this bebop exercise is amazing. I will play it and then I will show you it, okay? Let's go. Okay, so that is amazing. I sat and just thought about a bebop exercise and I came up with this. And so basically what you're doing is we're playing. So it's like playing that kind of thing. So it's like playing a minor and then a dominant to that without it changing. So so that's like playing a C minor and a G7. And then at the F minor we're doing the same thing. So you can do that here, I do it here. Imagine playing that. You see how I can play it here? So that's what you can experiment with. Now you get the framework, okay? So you do that. And then you play that over F minor too. And then when you go to a minor 7 flat 5, you go up a third, as we've talked about, right? And you do it again, F minor. But you do it here. Okay? That's important. That's the third of G. And then you go. So from the beginning we have. Okay, so you're back at C. Okay, so the D minor 7 flat 5. You do this slowly, okay? Okay, you see how it's like. Now you're back at C, and then you do this. And now E flat minor. When it's a major 2-5-1, you go to the 2 and you play. So you go. Okay, so you don't go back like this. You do. This is amazing. This is like how you should practice, because it's not scales, it's bebop. So you go. So it's the same concept we've done before. Okay, and now you do. So and then you do. This is like a perfect major lick, because now you're at the third of D flat. And when you're at the third of a major chord, you can go up a minor triad from that third. It fits so well. And you can do. That's a really normal bebop lick, but you can do. Okay, so from the E flat going to A flat, we got. Oh. And now we're at the D minor 7 flat 5. And now we're doing F minor, right? From here. I think I did this. You go up the F minor from here. And then you do third of G, okay? Like we've done before. It's the same, but you're just doing it here. Third of G. And then you go up. This classic thing. Okay? So you go. So you go. And then you're back. So from the beginning, that will be. Okay, so I hope that helped. That exercise will probably make you sound melodic, because it is a melodic exercise. And I feel like practicing melodic exercises is better than just playing a scale up and down, in my opinion, because then you make music from the beginning. And that's the point, to get comfortable making music. So yeah, and what you could do later is to take a phrase and you can apply it to the tune, and now you have another thing you can do. Okay, so now you have the minor, you have the conversion of, and you have the exercise. Okay. You see the phrases you can come up with those two. Now, if you would transcribe a phrase, let me just grab a random phrase. Hold on. Okay, so Joe Henderson played that. Easy, nice phrase. You see how it inspired me to play different stuff. And that's what I say, just take a phrase and then you try to play it in different ways. So that's also a really good thing, to just take a phrase and steal a phrase from the recording. Easy phrase. Steal an easy phrase and then you make music with that phrase. Okay? So you steal it and then you go and you do your stuff on that phrase, and you try to get to know that phrase, you try to get it into your playing, and now when you're improvising, you have these tools. Okay? And then you can do that in all keys now. So now I just literally added everything we talked about, and imagine the ideas I can come up with now. You see, a little melody. it's amazing. Okay, it works. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is a really nice way of learning a tune because you get phrases, and when you learn the melody like that, you see how I just added in the melody because I heard it, because I could play it. I wasn't constrained by just playing it from one place. So that's what I want to tell. That's why every step that I've just talked about, why they go together so well, is it's because of that. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps. Let's go to the last step. To really get to know the tune, learn its solo guitar, and that's also something that we talked about before. Learn an intro. Okay? So solo guitar rubato, that will be playing it not in time, just by yourself. Like imagine you're playing at a big stage. Okay? Visualize yourself in a big stage with a lot of people, and now you're playing it solo guitar. You know the spotlight is on you. And now you're by yourself. You have to play it. You have to play a solo guitar version of this song, okay? See how I added the bebop exercise there? So yeah, I think that's a really good thing to do. Now I just just sit like that. You will learn the tune so much better, and then you will be so ready when someone calls it at the jam. So practice. That's what I did. Solo guitar rubato and intro go together. So these two go together really well. Playing an intro is literally just setting up the tune, setting up the like. It can either be like also rubato, just like playing something you can play whatever. Or you can play like more. You can play more like a time, like you know how you play a pedal. You can do this. And then you go. So everybody knows where to start. So that's also a way of playing an intro. But what I like to do is literally just to make everybody listen, to get into the mood. You're like, you take your time. You see, that's like, it's like making everybody listen, making everybody get in the mood, right? So that's really important to get in the mood. And then when you're ready, you're like, and then you go in. So yeah, and that's basically what I had to say. enjoy the freedom of expressing your true self. And that's so important. So what I'm trying to say here is you have to be authentic to who you are. This is all I'm trying to give you. I tried to give you the stuff that I wish someone told me, which is like, I mean, I can sit here and tell you like how to practice, but in the end, I want you to express your true self. Don't be afraid of being who you are. And that's, remember when we talked about comping and dancing, it's like, it's not to be afraid of who you are, because that's the beauty of improvisation. Okay? You're expressing, you're like getting naked and you're standing there and you're proud of yourself playing. But it's important, because if you're not proud of the things that you're saying, then that's going to shine through. People will be like, yeah, I don't believe it. Like, I'm not really convinced. That's why you should never be afraid of playing the wrong note. Like, this is like the things we've talked about now. These are the things we talk about when we practice, when we sit by ourselves, we play with friends. But when you're playing at the stage, you can't think about this stuff. That's when you should just express your true self, okay? And the things you practice will come up because you've been playing, you've been having fun when practicing. If you have fun when practicing, that's gonna come up in your playing. Like, that's gonna come up in your playing, because your mind just like gets it in. It just sucks it in like a sponge. It gets everything in when you have fun. That's why you should listen to the music you love, listen to the recordings you love, learn from them, because that's when your brain will like be a sponge and just take everything in. So don't listen to people who want you to play a certain way. Don't listen to people who want you to listen to recordings you don't want to listen to. And just play yourself, your authentic true self. It will make you free, okay? And that's the ultimate goal of this. So thank you for this video. It was amazing. I hope Blue Bossa gave you some new... I hope I just gave you some new, like, tools. Tools is the right word. I hope you got some new tools you can work with. I hope you're eager to practice, and that you have some nice things you want to play, and you might be inspired now to go practice. In that case, I'm happy to be a part of your inspiration. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. GuitArmin out.